Hey there folks, thanks for tuning into the channel. In this video, we're going to test out one of the new features in the 2.3 patch to Cyberpunk 2077, the Auto Drive feature. Now, it's not anything earth-shattering by any stretch, so keep your panties on, but it does make driving around the night city a whole lot more fun and cool actually. Let's check it out. For this test, I've mapped out the longest south to north route possible that allows us to use auto drive. It has some limitations. This route is approximately 8.5 kilometers away. For you Americans, that's 5.5 miles roughly. I tried it first using the Delamain cab service, also a new feature of the 2.3 patch, which charged a whopping 900 eddies. It got me there with just a minor fender bender amid some light traffic in an hour and 27 game time minutes, which I think was pretty darn good. Expensive, yes, but overall very nice, comfy ride. Then I tried the same route north to south in my cool Porsche 911, but here I had two major accidents. This first one being a major head-on boom collision, and with major wheel alignment issues, I made to my destination in an hour and 30 minutes, only 3 minutes behind the cab, but it was free, which is super nice. My goal is to make the entire journey on auto drive without getting into a single accident. Let's see if that's possible. Okay, now I will try the south to north route on my dope-as-shit motorcycle. Okay, time is 9:36 p.m. Off we go. I'm so glad I have this awesome outfit on for this ride. Let's get in the right lane. Now, I should point out that in auto drive mode, you don't have to press the gas or the brakes. The car or bike just takes off on its own. So, other than the camera controls, I'm not driving at all. Whatever the bike is doing, it's not me. I'm just along for the ride. Now, this auto drive feature, I think, is like a video game version of what the real automakers today are trying to achieve. Some type of reliable, safe, and controlled technology that will allow a person to simply jump in the back seat, tell the car where to go, and off it goes. Oh ho, what is this? Okay, now here we encounter problem with auto drive patch. It just stops for no reason whatever. Where was I? Oh yes, car companies are trying to create a reliable, safe and controlled auto drive technology good enough to be able to trust cars to drive by themselves to whatever destination we command them, while we just sit back, relax, take a nap. You can read, look at YouTube videos, eat, do hanky-panky back there, anything you like, because the car will automatically know where to go and how to get there without killing everyone in the car. That, my friends, is the dream, the future car. A nice feature of this auto drive is you can go off and make sandwich, go pee-pee, roll doobie, make a cup of coffee, whatever, you know, with confidence, your guy is going to get to the destination, no problem. Well, maybe no problems. Let's see. So far, so good with this guy. The throttle control on auto drive is wanky. It's like the AI is not sure whether to slow down or speed up or both. It's not nice and it sounds terrible. Even though we've been promised these self-driving cars for years now, we are nowhere close to this happening. Today's so-called auto-drive cars still require you to sit behind the wheel and be ready to take over at any moment. No, to me, that is not an auto-drive car. A true auto-drive car is like those robot trains at airports like Orlando. No human being is driving those trains. But of course, those trains don't travel very far and there aren't any buses, semi-trucks, motorcycles, motorhomes, etc. on the road with them. So there are no self-driving cars available today. Part of the reason is insurance. Who pays when a self-driving car is involved in an accident or runs someone over or loses control and crashes into someone's home? Yeah, see, that is why self-driving cars will never happen. It's all just too complicated and complex, and there isn't enough money to pay all the lawyers. Of course, I could be wrong about all of this. I mean, Texas just started letting self-driving semi-trucks on their highways, so there you go. However, there are going to be millions of folks without a job if suddenly self-driving vehicles take over the roads, especially truckers and pretty much anyone who drives any vehicle for a living. So, yeah, like the Beatles song, we're talking about a revolution, baby. Even in Cyberpunk 2077, I tested auto-drive feature in busy street areas of Night City, and it often gets stuck in the traffic, often for no reason, and yes, you will get in accidents, hit pedestrians, get the cops after you. Really, auto-drive is just a bad idea, although it can be fun every now and then. So far, as you can see, our guy is doing pretty good so far, even with the crazy acceleration problems and the weird, weird jerkiness. Just look at how erratic the speedometer moves. Now, most cars today all come with some sort of cruise control, as do motorcycles, and yes, it has its uses, especially on long drives on highways. Very convenient and lazy way to drive across long distances. So, because of lawyers, insurance companies, politicians, and all those fanatical groups that will be for or against self-driving cars, we will never have true self-driving cars. Sure, some cars now can park themselves, which is cool, but they won't drive themselves anywhere. Self-driving cars will be limited for the same reasons you don't use cruise control on city streets or when you are out shopping about town. Self-driving cars would be impractical for the most part, and you would still need to be behind the wheel, just in case the algorithm or GPS went down. And this is reason I do not believe we will ever see this auto-drive feature in the real world. No way will this ever happen, just like those flying Jetsons cars will never happen. But it's nice in game to just drive around Night City doing nothing in particular. I like this feature in game. If you in no hurry in game, by all means auto-drive to next mission or gig and just sit back and relax like I'm doing here. Go, make coffee, play with cat while auto-drive takes you there. We are always so rush nowadays, But it's nice to use when you just want to chill and take in the sights. And this is nice, just cruising around here at night, and I look pretty cool doing it too, so you can put on your finest clothes and outfit and ride around town in your cool car or bike, just to see and be seen, like, people do in real life in real cities all around the world. Okay, looks like we are coming into more density, but the streets mostly empty so far. I really like the cinematic mode. It looks really cool and, well, cinematic. It's nice to be able to just look around and chill without worrying about, the actual mechanics of driving a vehicle. The whole Night City just shines at night with all the neon lights, the billboards, graffiti, the way the light bounces off the wet streets. It's all just really well done. But getting back to my rant about the self-driving cars in the real world, don't get me wrong, I would very much love to never have to drive myself anywhere ever again as long as I live. But I also know there are millions of folks out there who absolutely love driving, the freedom of the road and all that, and they wouldn't want to hand over that freedom to take off at 120 miles an hour to some software program made by the corporate overlords of the automobile cartels. And you can be sure the government will pass laws that will prevent cars from, say, going over the posted speed limit, so no more speeding. Okay, how we doing on in-game time? 10:37 p.m., so it's been about an hour now since we started this ride. And all that data keeping track of all those self-driving cars means someone, probably the FBI, the CIA, the Freemasons, who knows, will know your car's every move. Yeah? So bye-bye privacy, and all those alibis about where you were on the night of those murders. Well, forget about that, buddy. Your car's every movement will be known by the powers that rule the world. That's what we'd be giving up if we surrender our cars over to self-driving software. So now my rant takes a turn into the world of conspiracies. That's right, ask yourselves this. How come now, after 5 years, CD Projekt Red suddenly unloads the 2.3 patch that unleashes this auto-drive feature in the game? Why else would they do it now if not to prepare us, to groom us, to slowly accept the coming self-driving apocalypse that awaits us? You heard it here first, folks. When cars drive themselves, they will have one, and by they, I mean, you know, the usual suspects: corporations, the rich, Hollywood, bankers, car salesmen, celebrities, the patriarchy, Satan. We all know who they are. And what they want is control. At some point, they will pass laws that would make driving your own car illegal. That's right, driving your car manually will soon get you a prison sentence. That, my friends, is what they want. You see, once we succumb to the convenience of not having to bother with the tedious task of driving ourselves around, we're just one step closer to letting the rich and powerful tell us what to eat, what to wear, what to think, what to say, what not to say, and on and on and on it goes until one day, yeah, you wake up in George Orwell's room 101 facing your greatest fear. Self-driving cars, self-driving trucks, self-flying airplanes is going to self-drive us over the cliff to our doom. And so, for me, this patch update with auto-drive function is most suspicious. You could almost feel the AI trying to figure out what it should do. Like, for no reason here, it just comes to full stop. Why? Who knows? Just imagine you are in your self-driving car and it suddenly does this in the middle of the road, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the south side of Chicago. Yeah, I'm sure you would poo-poo in your pants. Okay, he was doing pretty good. Now he's just stopped for no reason in the middle of the road. Huh? I don't know. It's strange, no? Okay, he's back on it. But what now? Another complete stop. Not sure what the car's AI is thinking. There we go. Some things are good ideas, you know, in theory. In practice, however, we often find that good ideas don't always work when put into action. And self-driving cars and vehicles are one of those good ideas that will simply never happen. And planes? Would you get on a self-flying plane anywhere? You look at the cockpit and there's no one there. Yeah, you know what I mean. Giving control of a car to a program or a software or some artificial intelligence is never going to be practical, and using auto-drive in this game is also not practical. It seems that self-driving vehicles still have a long way to go before they do it well and smart, not just in real life, but also in video games. I mean, face it, if they can't make self-driving vehicles work in video games, what chance they can make them in real life? We are all waiting for those futuristic cars, but folks, this day I think will never come. There are just too many calculations needed for AI to drive cars as well as people do, and as we all know, if people aren't very good drivers now, then AI will probably be worse. Personally, I hate cars and I absolutely hate driving. Get in a car, turn it on, follow all those rules, obey the signs and signals, and avoid other lunatic drivers. Yuck. Driving a car is the most boring thing I can possibly think of doing. And in Cyberpunk 2077, now I never have to drive anywhere, which is nice for me. But I love it all anyway. It's Night City, baby, and beyond its boundaries, there's nothing but dust, deserts, and desolation. Riding around like this without having to steer or think about anything in particular is like a kind of therapy. Hypnosis, you know? It's therapeutic to just ride, man. Ride with the wind and not worry about where you're going. And how many people you're going to kill when you finally arrive at your destination, because, you know, that's pretty much what you do in this game. But at least now you can be delivered directly to your next target in a cool and relaxed manner, like I'm doing right now. Wow, that was quite a spectacular ride, folks. It took the longest of the 3 test drives. approximately an hour and 50 plus minutes. But more importantly, we didn't experience a single accident or run-in with the cops. Now, the auto driver feature isn't perfect. There's some awkward stop and goes and the speed can be erratic. But overall, I gotta say, the auto driver feature definitely makes driving around the night city a whole lot more interesting and fun. Anyway, let me know what you think of the new auto drive feature and if you think you will live to see self-driving cars in real life. And hit that subscribe button if so inclined. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Where to next? I'm definitely not driving.